Imagine the sun is setting over a city. It is not our city. The streets grow soft and dark. There are no sudden electric glows. People walk home with lanterns in their hands. The small flames sway and dance. Candles begin to burn in windows, one by one. You hear more footsteps on the cobblestones. You hear the murmur of voices. The city is calm, settling into the evening. This city and this world never learned to use electricity. It is a slow, steady place, filled with a different kind of life. Everything here moves at a different pace. It is the pace of human hands. It is the power of wind and water and fire. There are no instant connections, no machines that think faster than a person. The world is built on what can be seen and touched and understood. People depend on their own strength. They depend on the strength of their communities. The rhythm of the day is tied to the sun. The rhythm of the year is tied to the seasons. This is Earth, but an Earth that took another path. The air itself feels different. It carries the scent of wood smoke and coal, the smell of horses and damp earth. You do not hear the constant, low hum of technology. Instead, workshops clatter, a steam train whistles, a blacksmith's hammer rings. In between them, a profound quiet we've almost forgotten. In this world, the dark is real. Night is not just a dimmer version of the day. It is a separate kingdom, a time of rest and stories. When the last candle is put out, the blackness is complete. It is a darkness that holds both fear and comfort. People learn to navigate it by memory and by touch. They learn the shape of their homes in the absence of light, and they look up. Without the glare of a billion electric bulbs, the night sky is a breathtaking spectacle. The Milky Way is a river of light. The stars are sharp and clear. Soft pause. When night falls, light comes only from flame. There is no switch to flip. There is no bulb to banish the shadows instantly. Oil lamps hang from posts along the main avenues. Their light is soft and yellow. It pools on the ground and leaves the corners in shadow. Homes glow with candles and hearths. Rooms are painted in orange and gold. The fire is the center of the home. It provides warmth. It cooks the food. It gives the light by which evenings are lived. People gather close, reading and writing by candlelight. The scratch of a pen, a familiar sound. There are no bright screens to stare into, no sudden cold blue light to wake you. Sleep comes more easily here. It follows the natural cycle of the sun. Nights feel longer, quieter, more restorative. Morning begins with the striking of a match. A candle is lit. A fire is coaxed back to life, a slow, deliberate ritual that connects each person to the most basic elements. Fire is a tool, but also a constant companion. It must be respected and tended carefully. A stray spark can be a disaster. A fire left untended can consume a home or a whole street. Everyone learns the discipline of the flame from a young age. This reliance on fire shapes homes and cities. Windows are large to capture daylight. Ceilings rise to let smoke collect and pass. Kitchens center on open fireplaces with complex systems of hooks and cranes. Every object is seen through soft, moving light. Wood gleams with deep luster. Faces show more texture, more character. It is a world of deeper shadows and softer edges, a world defined by the living, breathing quality of firelight. These are the sounds of industry. They are loud but not everywhere. Between them, silence, a profound quiet we have almost forgotten. Soft pause. In this world, there are no wires crossing the sky, no invisible signals carrying voices through the air. There are no cell towers on the hills. There is no internet connecting every home. A telephone that fits in your pocket is pure fantasy. Communication happens at the speed of a person. People speak face to face. They meet in the market, in the pub, in the town square. News is shared through conversation. Rumors spread from one person to another, changing as they go. To send a message far, you write a letter. You seal it with wax. It is carried by a rider on horseback, or on a train, or by a ship. Town criers still ring bells and shout the day's news. Messengers are vital, paid to run or ride with urgent information. News travels slowly. It can take days or even weeks for a message to reach a distant town. This slow pace changes how people think. They plan farther ahead. They learn to wait. Information is precious. A newspaper is read cover to cover, then passed hand to hand until it is worn thin. Without the digital flood, a single speech can change opinion. A pamphlet can spark a movement, but all at a human pace through tangible means. Work in this world looks very different. Factories still exist, but they are powered by raw elemental forces. Monuments of steam, water, and wind. Great water wheels as large as houses turn slowly, powering looms with steady rhythm. Farther from water, steam is king. Chimneys plume dark smoke. Rhythmic chuffing beats through industrial districts. The air smells of coal and hot metal. Machines are magnificent beasts of iron and brass, large, heavy, loud, and never hidden in sleek cases. Their workings are on display, gears turning, pistons driving, belts spinning. Clockwork and intricate gear trains handle tasks from simple automation to complex calculation. Craftsmanship is essential. Skilled machinists and mechanics are deeply respected. They can listen to a machine and know what is wrong. Without electricity, many tasks remain by hand. People are resourceful. They keep spares, repair, mend, make do. Knowledge of metal, wood, and rope is essential for survival. Objects aren't disposable. They're built to last, made to be repaired. Like a clock a family owns for a century, a coat mended, patched, and handed down. Soft pause. Travel in a world without electricity is a serious undertaking. The continent is not crossed in a few hours. Journeys are measured in days and weeks. Trains, fastest over land, run on steam, whistles echoing through valleys. But tracks connect only major cities. Beyond that, horses and coaches rattle along unpaved roads. Cars, if they exist, are rare, noisy contraptions, prone to breaking down. The sky is empty of airplanes. Flight remains a dream, living in books and imaginative drawings. Rivers and oceans are the great highways. Tall-masted ships catch the wind as they have for centuries. Some add steam, paddle wheels churning the water. Cities grow along coasts and mighty rivers. These waterways are arteries of trade and travel. Trade still happens, deliberate and expensive. Spices, silks, exotic materials are treasured. Most people live within 100 miles of birth. The world feels bigger, more mysterious, more fragmented. Cultures diverge in isolation, yet curiosity endures. People journey for trade, for science, for adventure. A long journey changes a person. Time to see landscapes change, to talk, to think. The journey matters as much as the destination. Soft pause. Medicine in this world faces enormous limits. It relies on human senses and simple tools. There are no bright, sterile electric lights. No machines beep and hum. No X-rays, no MRI scans. A doctor's hands, eyes, ears are the key instruments. Surgeries are more dangerous and painful. Tools are boiled. Ether or chloroform may exist, but infection is a constant threat. A simple wound can turn life-threatening, yet healers are deeply respected. Their knowledge is power. They learn from books and long apprenticeships, watching, assisting, while knowledge of plants and remedies remains vital. Midwives deliver most babies at home, guiding families through peril. Life expectancy is lower. Childhood diseases are more common. But life is not bleak. People adapt. Communities focus on prevention, clean water, good food, careful hygiene. They care for the sick together. Healers ask about your work, your family, your state of mind, understanding health as a complex balance. They treat whole lives, not just single diseases. In a world without electricity, technology follows a different path. The digital revolution never begins. No computers, no software, no satellites. The vast web of information does not exist, but human ingenuity flows into other channels. People perfect steam engines and design intricate mechanical devices. Imagine a library filled with mechanical calculators, difference engines, and analytical engines. They are not fast, but incredibly precise. Messages shoot across town through pneumatic tubes driven by compressed air. Vast clock towers track stars and seasons. Engineering is visible art. Ingenious automata write, draw, play, craftsmanship at its peak. Progress is slower and patchwork. Steam comes to dominate. Other ideas flourish locally or fade away. Wealth comes from coal, iron, timber, from owning ships and trains, and from the craft that turns raw matter into useful goods. No markets traded in nanoseconds, no billion-dollar software firms. Value is things you can hold, land you can walk, energy you can see produced, a more solid, perhaps more brutal reality. Soft pause. This alternate Earth, running on steam and muscle, feels slower. It feels quieter. The constant hum of our electric world is absent. The silence at night is deeper. Life is not dictated by instant notifications and endless streams of data. People have time for long conversations. They write letters that take days, choosing words carefully. The world is rich in human skill and limited in scale. A famine can spread because aid moves slowly. A disease can devastate a town before news of a cure arrives. Without phones and social media, people connect in person. Families talk more around the dinner table. Neighbors know one another and rely on each other. Music is live, performed in the same room. Theater and lectures are major entertainment and education. Community is not an online network. It's the people you live with, work with, and depend on every day. This world is both beautiful and hard. It teaches us something about our own lives. We see how light, heat, and information have changed our existence. We see the incredible power we command with the flip of a switch. But we also see what might have been lost. We see a different kind of human creativity, born from limitation. We see a slower, more deliberate rhythm of life. We see a society shaped around the power it knows, and how that power, in turn, shapes every person within it. Now look back at your own room. See the glow of the screen you are watching. Hear the faint hum of a refrigerator or a computer fan. Think how different your life would be if that hum never existed, if that light never came on. Would you feel a sense of loss? Or would you feel more connected to the person in the next room, to the street outside your window? The answer is not simple. The truth lives between what is gained and what is lost. The question stays with you long after the screen goes dark. How would you live?